Welcome to episode number 8 of the College Football 26 tournament. In the last episode, we started off the second round in the South region, had some exciting games. Now we continue the second round, but this time in the East region. And here's a rewind in case if you missed round 1 in the East region. These are all the matchups that happened in the previous videos. And now we're going to be focusing our attention right here, and we'll see who's going to be the next 4 teams that are going to punch their ticket into the Sweet 16. All right, here we go. Continuing on with round 2. First matchup in the East region, we have the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on the Ole Miss Rebels, and this game will be taking place in the Salute to Veterans Bowl. Already starting off this video with shenanigans. Georgia Tech upsets Ole Miss 20-13. That's now number 8. That's now playoff team number 8 that goes down in the tournament. 6 of them went down in round 1. Miami went down in the last video, and now it's Ole Miss. 8 playoff teams will not move on to the Sweet 16. That is shocking. But congrats, Georgia Tech. They're going on to the Sweet 16. Up next, in the Game Above Sports Bowl, we have the Washington State Cougars going up against the UNLV Rebels, who's coming off of a big win against Washington in the last round. Will they be able to take down the other Washington team? We'll have to wait and see. The Rebels take down the Cougars. They take down both Washington teams. They win 24-17. Washington State had 3 chances to go down and get a touchdown. They failed to convert on 4th down 3 times. UNLV holds on and gets the win, and now they'll be set to take on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets in the Sweet 16. Halfway through round 2 in the East region, next up we have the Illinois Fighting Illini going up against the Navy Midshipmen, and this game will be taking place in a bowl that Navy is probably going to be familiar with, the Military Bowl. Will Navy be able to defend their military and take down Illinois? We'll have about to find out here shortly. So close to winning on their home turf, but unfortunately they're going to come up short. Illinois wins 21-16 in a thriller. Congrats to Illinois. It wasn't easy, but they were able to get the job done, and now they're going to move on to the Sweet 16. And in our final game of round 2 in the East region, taking place in the Birmingham Bowl, we have the Boise State Broncos, who knocked off my Oklahoma Sooners in the last round. They're going up against the Virginia Cavaliers, who survived the thriller against Troy in the last round. And winner of this game will go on to face Illinois in the Sweet 16. After being down 35-3, Boise State comes back and wins 44-41 in double overtime. That's the 3rd overtime in round 2 of this tournament. I don't know what happened to Virginia. They were up 35-3, dominating the first half. Boise State must have made some big adjustments in that second half, because they had, 28 unanswered points. Come back, tie the game up 35-35, force it into overtime, and they take down Virginia. Wow. But congrats, Boise State. They struggled first half, but then they come back, rallied, and they take the win, and now they'll get ready to take on Illinois in the Sweet 16. And that's going to do it for round 2 of the College Football 26 tournament in the East region. Just more chaos continues. Ole Miss, another playoff team, goes down. That's playoff team number 8. So far, Alabama being the only playoff team this past season to make it to the Sweet 16. UNLV gets another impressive win over Washington State. Illinois takes down Navy. And then, I don't know what happened to Virginia, like I said. They're up 35-3. Going into halftime, and then Boise State just rallies, comes back, ties the game up, forced into overtime, and they take down Virginia. Just shocking right there. And looking at the Sweet 16 for the East region, you're going to have an underdog coming out of this region into the Final Four. Don't know which one yet, but one of these 4 teams did not think they would go this far, especially with some heavy hitters like Ole Miss and Oklahoma in this region. Now you got 4 of these teams that are left in this region, and one of them is going to represent the East. So this is going to be really interesting to see who's going to come out of this region. And that's going to do it for episode number 8 of the College Football 26 tournament. 8 teams have locked themselves into the Sweet 16. We still have 8 more spots left for grabs. Who is going to grab those last 8 spots? We're going to find out in the next 2 videos. So until then, you guys have a great rest of your night. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.